All right, folks, Tom and Jerry dropped the other day, so let's talk about it. All right, folks, so Tom and Jerry, you know them, you love them. I don't know, maybe you do, maybe you don't. Yeah, so just my thoughts. Here we go. This film, I don't know if maybe you've seen a trailer or something like that. Obviously, they 3D animated Tom and Jerry, and the animations just look really uncanny. I don't know if it's bad per se. I hesitate to say bad, but just don't fit in the world. It's not like Space Jam or anything like that, or Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I don't know what it is. I'm not an expert on 3D animation, especially when it's combined with with live action. But there's something about it. It's just super. You'll if you've seen anything about it, you know what I'm talking about. It's super odd. There are actually some pretty good meta jokes, and just in general, kids films sort of have the job of also appealing to the adults, because when you take your kid to a movie in the theater, they want to impress both the parents and the kids, so it does a good job of that element. But people have said this, but it's really just the usual, aside from actually the live action plot, it's really just the usual Tom and Jerry shenanigans, and there really is not a single reason to watch this over any of the other cartoons that have been released for decades now of Tom and Jerry. So if you're, itching to get some Tom and Jerry content, go watch one of their cartoons. I'm sure, free on YouTube or something like that. Don't watch this film. Something with this film is that there's just so many different plot points. It really tries to combine every element of when you have these films with just classic characters that people know and love, and you combine it with a live action story of characters that no one really cares about. There are a lot of different plot points that will last like 15 to 30 minutes, and then you'll move on to the next one. Super jumbled. And I can just say that personally, I would not have chosen to watch this movie in theaters, and I didn't. But it was on HBO Max, which I have currently, for all the movies that they're dropping on there this year. And I have a little brother, so and I like movies, and I have a channel now to review them. So worth it for me. Even if you have HBO Max, you might not watch it. No problem with it. Don't watch it in theaters. All things considered, it's a really harmless movie. And it's exactly what you'd expect. If you know anything about it, you know everything about it. It's a cash grab with these classic characters and a basic plot. And I would expect a sequel to be coming out soon, because I presume it was made easily, and they'll put about the same amount of effort as they did in this one and the next one. So anyway, if you really like the Tom and Jerry cartoons, the fun that they, the cat and mouse game that they play, and you've seen literally every cartoon that they've made, then maybe you want to watch this one, because it's just basically the same thing except with a generic plot attached to it. So if you just want to turn off your brain and watch the Tom and Jerry cartoons, again, just watch the original cartoons, because this one has so much unnecessary, needless, well, not needless for a movie, but the film is unnecessary and needless. Yeah, you know about it. You do. You've seen it before, and it's about what you'd expect. So Tom and Jerry right now, tough, but I am going to give it a B right now. Of course, I always reserve the right to change my rankings depending on how I process it later. It's going to be a B for now just because of how harmless it is. I laughed. I had some fun. Generic cash grab, it might be a C later. I've flip-flopped a bit since watching it. But right now, a B. All right, folks, so that's my review of Tom and Jerry. If you watched it, let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Am I being harsh? Am I being unfair? Am I being realistic, reasonable? I don't know. Let me know. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.